You know, I don't think I've said it yet, but I love the art style of this game. Hey everyone, Megablitz here, and welcome back to more Ōkami HD. Last time, we restored and explored Kamiki Village and met the greatest warrior ever, Susanoo. Then we helped him cut down a boulder that was blocking the entrance to Kamiki Village. This time we're gonna go after him, but first I want to talk to the merchant. Okay then, guess I better offload some stock before heading back. Feel free to take a look if you've been sent to do the shopping, pup. Do some shopping? Yes. I highly recommend... Well, first, let's just go over everything. First off, you have feed bags. Feed bags are used to feed animals to get small bits of extra praise. You have seeds, herbs, meat, and fish. Vengeance slips, paper depicting karmic backlash, temporarily deflect enemy attacks. I don't remember if I've ever used any of these in a previous playthrough. If I had to guess, it just makes you invincible for a little bit, if I'm reading that correctly. Exorcism slip S, paper depicting holy incantation, slightly damages nearby enemies. Steel fist sake, temporarily increases attack. Steel soul sake, temporarily increases defense. Holy Bone S restores 3 units of solar energy, so just a healing. And that's it for now. I recommend grabbing a few feed bags. I'll grab... Ooh, what do I get? If I'm remembering correctly, we're going to be running into a bunch of animals that require seeds as their feed. And we're not going to be running into any meat or fish animals for a little while. So I think grabbing like 7 seed feed bags. I'll grab an 8th one. And then 5 herb feed bags should be good. And then we can sell things. Tools, we can sell some of the items we've bought for lower prices, which I don't want to do. Or treasures, which are pure selling items. Any treasure you collect they were made to be sold. So go ahead, sell any if you have them. I'm not gonna buy any more feed bags, even though I could, so we're just gonna move on. And welcome to Shinshu Field. Huh? You probably know this already, Ami, but this here is Shinshu Field, the most beautiful field in Nippon. At least it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. We better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down ZL. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. The map in Ōkami, for the most part, is very helpful. All that red and black mass that we see is a curse zone, which I think Isun is about to explain. Ami, that's the first guardian sapling marked on our map. It's supposed to be a place for travelers to rest and recuperate. But just look at it. It looks like it could fall over at any moment. This place is definitely cursed from the looks of it. Places where evil has taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide, are known as curse zones. But I've never seen one this big. It's withered all the plant life in the area, even that big tree. It'd take a monster with powers beyond even a god to do this. That tree's an offshoot of Sakuya. It protects nature in the area. Maybe the natural beauty here will return if we revived it? But how the heck could we do that anyway? We'll figure it out. That is a demon scroll. That's pretty much a random encounter, I guess. Semi-random, I believe. Demon scrolls in certain locations are always the same. But yeah, here we have Sakuya's tree, a guardian sapling. Will you look at that, Ami? This guardian sapling's a wreck. So that's why Sakuya is hurting so bad. I bet the natural beauty would return if you revived that tree. But how could you possibly do something like that? You'd need a special power that could make a withered tree bloom. Well, we see this guy, barely in the curse zone, sadly. Another statue? Has everyone here been turned to stone? They must have been struck by some terrible curse. The only way to help them is to rid this cursed zone of evil. And we will. I missed that jump horribly. That's fine. Here we have this guy. Wonder what his name is. Oh. Alright. What just happened? I was out here chopping wood and communing with nature as usual, when I heard a loud rumbling like an earthquake from the lake. Then a huge gust of wind blew up out of nowhere. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. My artwork shop was just across the stream there, but it up and vanished when this cursed zone appeared. The earth must be angry. All I want is to live with nature in peace, man, but now I can't. I noticed a figure running from the lake toward Kamiki. Whoever it was, man, I hope Mother Earth kept them safe. What's up, nature buddy? Curious about that cave? It's the entrance to a place called Hana Valley, the site of an amazing waterfall, but monsters have moved in now. There's a trippy crystal ball that makes plants grow enshrined there. You'd think gardeners would be flocking here for it. Actually, not long ago, that Susanoo guy went marching in there. It's weird. Normally he runs away at the sight of monsters, and he hardly seems the type to try his hand at gardening. Anyway, it's bad karma, man. You could be attacked if you went in. Well, it sounds like that might be our only option. So let's head into Hana Valley. And welcome to the first dungeon of the game, although it is kind of just a straight line. Ooh, Traveler's Charm. Did we get one of those already? I feel like we have. It increases your godhood if you get it. And here we have some more imps. No normal transition that time, which is cool. Let's see. If I do this, I can chop them. I want that from you. Oh yeah, you guys still need to be attacked some to be able to get chopped up. There. Okay, a little bit of attacking. Ah, that guy died, so I missed out on like a Demon Fang. That's okay. Demon Fangs are pretty plentiful if you know what you're doing, so I'm not too tore up about missing a few here and there, because I'm still getting a lot of them overall. But for defeating those imps, nature is not restored. Huh? We got rid of the monsters, so why did the gods' power disappear? Guess the curse on the gods of these lands must be really strong. They can't intervene till we do something about the stagnant air. Alright, in that case, let's go do something about it. Ooh, right, I forgot. If you break some pottery, you do have a chance to get fish and other things like that. These guys, these trees, I think Isun's gonna explain it. Hey, check out that tree. It's moving. Better be careful, Ami. Yep, these trees will throw things at you. You can power slash them, and it'll stun them. Ami, did you just do what I think you did? Did you use power slash to hit the tree's fruit right back at it? It's wearing taste of its own medicine. Let's pass on by this creepy old tree while we can. Yeah, they're stunned for a few seconds. You can easily run past them and not have to worry about them, which is what I like to do. Bye. Over there. These are yellow imps. They burrow into the ground and... Hold on, let me try and get you first. Okay, you're gotten. Whenever they go to come up, you want to try and not be where they're looking, and they'll get a little confused. I can hit you real quick. Get you. And their weakness is also Power Slash right now. Or Floral Finisher, not necessarily weakness. We did it. Nice. Very easy fight.
What's all that racket? Oh, it's you, Mutt. What are you doing here? Go home. I already told you I'm not looking for apprentices. Anyway, Hana Valley is no place for a mutt like you. Beyond this point lies my secret training ground. It's the perfect place to hide. I mean to train. Now scoot, be off with ya.
Alright, sure. I guess we can check out this painting that we fixed. Wow, check out that wall painting. It's said that a crystal sphere that makes trees grow is enshrined somewhere around here. Based on this painting here, I'd say the rumor must be true. Still, something's not right. Don't you think there's something missing from this painting? Maybe. A little bit of sunlight.
What in the heaven's name? How did that happen? Well, now I can go hide. I mean, now I can go train.
Sure, Pops, sure. Let's go chase after this greatest warrior and see if he's actually keeping his word. Ami, you wanna... Thank you. What a strange place. Is this really the secret training ground Susano mentioned? Speaking of which, where'd Pops go anyway? Somewhere around here. Sacred Tree Cherry Cascade. I haven't seen anything remotely like a sacred tree around here. I'm sure we'll find it somewhere. Oh, hey. Power Slash fodder. There's another save mirror here. I can take it, sure. What now?
You foul beast. How did you get in here?
Foul beast?
You have some nerve sneaking into my private training ground. Now you shall get a taste of my new secret technique.
Your foul beast looks like an ordinary sleepy bear to me, Pops.
Enough talk. My blade thirsts for battle. Here goes nothing. Susano style. Susano! Su! Sa? No! Susano! Now for Susano style. Exploding implosion. That'll teach you, you foolish beast. You're no match for my new secret technique. Rest in peace, foul beast. The great warrior Susano condemns the offense, not the offender. Anyway, there are other monsters I must deal with.
Well, seems like we have that crystal ball. Sheesh, it's still sleeping like a bear. What a snore. Makes Susanos sound like a kitten's purr. Now, here is something many people seem to not like about Ōkami, and either have strong opinions on or probably not very strong opinions. I am part of the latter without too much complaining for this. Ball pushing physics. It is rough, definitely. It is not the best physics, but it's not that bad. Unless you're maybe talking about a certain little side quest to do later. But it's not too bad. It is definitely a little rough. But that's all we have to do, just push it into that water spot and it gets lifted. Wow, someone had a lot of time on their hands to think all this up. So this was that sphere in the wall painting. Just in case you forgot what you needed to do, or what the ancients did to make trees grow. I bet the sphere here is magic or something. Well, let's get a little bit of sunshine in here. Hey, is this a guardian sapling? It's all withered like the others. What the? Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's another constellation, Ami. Only 3 stars here, but 2 to put on there. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I am Sakigami, one of the triumvirates of flora gods known as the Hanagami. My brethren and I have been entrusted with the brush techniques known collectively as Green Sprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely. We'll definitely use it wisely, and by wisely I mean on every frickin' tree in sight. That was Sakigami, one of the gods of flora. Apparently the bloom brush technique can make flowers blossom simply by drawing a circle on the withered tree. Hey, maybe it'll make the withered guardian saplings blossom too. This is one of my favorite parts of Ōkami. The spots where you restore nature are awesome, and there's some really cool cutscenes for it later in the game. Wow, look at how everything grew back so quick! Sakuya wasn't kidding about the power of the guardian saplings. So this is what Hana Valley's supposed to look like. Seems Sakuya's guardian sapling has lifted the evil curse. I'm not sure how weak the gods have become recently, but it must have taken some wickedly strong power to suppress this magnificent guardian sapling. Even if you are Shiranui reborn, we might be up against more than we bargained for. Hey, Ami, what about that withered guardian sapling outside? I bet you could revive it like you did this one. And by bringing that guardian sapling back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. What are we waiting for? Leap before you think, right? I like that mindset. Leap before you think. Now, as we make our way back through Hana Valley, there's going to be a lot we can actually do since we have Bloom. First off, you have to take care of these guys. They weren't part of it. I've tried to think about how I'm going to do combat encounters in the future. I think for the most part, if it's not something 100% required, I'm probably not going to show it. But if it is fights like these where we're running into them and we have to fight them, or it's an important unrequired fight, I will be showing them. Nice. 1,400 yen again. And now, the spot is restored. Before we walk away, these guys. Baby boars and big boars count as different animals. So... Oh, wait, no, it didn't. I thought it did. Interesting. I could have sworn there were times where I would feed the baby boars and then have to feed the big boar afterwards. That creepy old tree just won't give up. I've got an idea, Ami. Maybe you could hit its fruit right back at it, and while it's stunned, you could use Bloom to rid it of evil. Sounds like a good plan. Ooh, that got kind of close. And now that it's stunned... There we go. Chinese cabbage on the simple side, but tasty. You know, I don't know if it makes me weird, but I am actually somebody who likes vegetables a lot, even growing up. The statue's all dirty, but that's proof that it's been watching over us for ages. You know, I wonder, with statues like that, would you actually clean them regularly, or would you let them keep growing? Whoa, Ami, hold on. Hana Valley looks so much better now, but what about this gloomy patch of grass? You can use the power of Bloom to fill it in. Just fill it with your brush and Bloom will take care of it. That is what I tried to do. I didn't know game would, explain it for me. So I just kind of went off of instinct. But for restoring this little bit of Hana Valley, we obtained green sprout tips. This is what's known as part of the travel guide. There's a lot of these. Some of these are just as simple as tips for the different brush techniques, but some of them contain lore, so I'll be sure to read ones that are of note. There was a scroll here too, eh? Ami, this looks like the travel guide. It's an ancient record of a pilgrimage across the land. If this were the real thing, it'd normally be worth a fortune, but with all the copies out there, you probably wouldn't get much for it. At any rate, if you ever want to read it, just press the plus to open the fan menu. It may sound rather preachy, but it should at least help you in your travels. Right. Alright, you. Come on, throw your fruit. Duh. Come on. Yeah, if you do get close to the trees, they can do a melee attack on you. And then for tips, because I know sometimes drawing the circles, the game doesn't register it all the time. Try and have the pad, or the two ends of the circle, not connect, but kind of overlap. Make one spot a little bit bigger than the other. I'll try and show what I mean here. Also, let me try this. You're gonna throw that, you get stunned, and now, at that angle, I also like to start in the branches as well. But you see how this part kind of overlaps? That's what I mean. And yeah, you can actually bloom multiple trees at once if you aim it properly. Get you. Accidentally cut a tree back there. Oops. So that one bloomed. And this one. Blooming trees may seem tedious, but it is worth it because the amount of praise you get ends up adding up really quick. Is there anything down there? There actually might be. I'll be back. I'm gonna kind of check down at the bottom of this river area and see if there's anything we missed. Actually, never mind. It doesn't look like it. We can't go past that waterfall, really. I don't think there was anything up here because it's kind of just through a cave. Yeah, it's kind of through a cave, but nope, nothing up here. So yeah, I didn't need to say I'll be right back. Never had to leave. Oh wait, is that... No, that's not where I need to go. There is a spot down in the water at a certain part of Hana Valley. I think it's actually just through here. Oh, these guys are back. Alright. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You get out of here. Can do that. Rather take this real quick. I'd like to not chop up. Ah, crap. I accidentally hit that green imp one more time than I meant to. You can cancel floral finishers like that. Yeah, give me that ink. If you run out of ink, I feel like I've explained this already, but if you run out of ink, you turn back into a normal white wolf, and you have to kick demon ass by just kicks and actual, like, kung fu, I guess. It's funny whenever it happens, but I highly recommend just trying your best to keep up with how much ink you're using. And there we go. Now our area is cleared. And lots of praise for that as well. Very nice. Let's try this. Can bring it up a little bit. There's a tree back there. So if I do a big enough circle. Nice, it got all three. We're gonna miss out on some of the fruit that's down there. Monkeys. Monkeys, I believe, are one of the animals that can eat multiple types of feed. They don't like herbs, but I believe they like fish. I don't recommend giving them fish, but yeah. And let's get these trees as well. I hope it works. Can I, how big a circle can I do? I've never really tested the exact limits of this. Alright, that's cool. But yeah, I didn't know exactly how big a circle I could... I bloomed the one back here without even trying. That's funny. I think that's the last tree of Hana Valley to get. Oh, some cutscene. Cool. There was something back there. It just didn't spawn yet. I will be back, and then whenever I get back, we will grab the treasure chest that's on that little island. Alright, for blooming all the trees in Hana Valley, you get a sun fragment. These are essentially pieces of heart. You collect 3 of them, and you will gain a unit of health. Speaking of gaining health, we have plenty of praise. And I'm gonna put it into ink. Yeah, I'm not gaining health. Something I recommend is just... So this game isn't very difficult. I'll just say that right now. And funnily enough, Hideki Kamiya, I believe, it was somebody who worked on the game, was asked in an interview why the game was so easy, and their response was, you play as a god, why wouldn't it be easy? And fair enough. here we have a clover. These are like a hidden collectible in the game. You can find them and get extra praise, and that's pretty much all they're used for. They aren't actually tracked, and I'll be finding them whenever, or dig them up whenever I find them, but I'm not going to go super out of my way for it. And then over here is you. Another clover. Funnily enough, these were added into the game because it was originally made by Clover Studios, a kind of side company of Capcom. And a lot of people from Clover Studios ended up going on to a different one, Platinum Games, making stuff like Bayonetta and working on other games like Metal Gear Rising. I believe there's a treasure chest on here, and since it's almost nighttime, that gives me a chance to show off something else. So hopefully it turns nighttime soon. Come on, sun's about to set. There it goes. So now that it's nighttime, I remember this game too well. I've played it too much. You'll find glowing spots like that at nighttime. That means there's treasure chests around in that spot, and you can dig them up. I could have sworn there was another one somewhere. Am I misremembering, or maybe I am just misremembering? I don't know. Well, if it's a collectible to come back for, I'll find it then. But I think, actually, with it being nighttime and us having gone through Hana Valley, that is going to be it. Next time on Ōkami, we're going to go back to Shinshu Field and restore Sakuya's guardian sapling there and rid the area of evil. See you all then. Oh, we can see the constellation at nighttime. Cool.